Happy New Year!
Good morning.
Good morning, Happy New Year! Okay.
Happy January 1st, 2022.
Yeah, okay, let me see if this is really going on live. We are trying to be very ambitious today, how to actually stream the Facebook Live to both our pages. Okay? So both followers on both pages will be able to follow us, okay, on the respective page.
Yeah, this is the first time we're trying a cross post.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully everything is okay. I'm just going to do my usual sharings that I'm always doing behind the scenes first. So you excuse me for a couple of minutes. Those of you who are early here, Happy New Year to you. And those of you who are joining in a short while, of course, Happy New Year to you too as well. I'll come back to you guys in a few moments.
Yes, hi Peggy.
Yes, good morning, Peggy.
Okay, Happy New Year 2022. Welcome back to Malaysia. If I'm not mistaken, I think I saw your message comment early this morning that you have greetings back in Malaysia after like don't know how many months you were at like Netherlands, is it? Hi Amy Wong, Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a great countdown last night. It's like, I think for today's session also, it came very impromptu. It was like very random last minute thing that yesterday, I think both of us maybe the age is catching up okay, normally I know okay, New Year Eve, right, a lot of people will be like, oh, it's like how to celebrate, how to do countdown, and my daughters are like, oh, we want to go and see fireworks. I'm not sure whether there are any fireworks last night or not, okay, there are like small ones here and there, private ones whatsoever, but I'm not sure whether they are like, gatherings. I know gatherings are not allowed, right? Then they were asking, it's like, no, go countdown and all these things, but to me it's like, I want to stay at home It's like, can we just do something at home, okay? Just watch a show or whatever at home, okay? Make it cozy, and then we count down at home, can or not? Then of course my children will be like, boring. Except for Nicola, poor thing. Okay, last night, almost to midnight, suddenly we said, oh, let's do a Facebook Live today, okay, this morning. And she's like, huh? Seriously, mom? I have to do OBS and all this like creative work on New Year's Eve, counting down. Yes, you have to work 2 years from 2021 up to 2022. Kudos to Nicole. Please give her some compliment now, or else you see her face all black already.
Yeah, thank you so much. So Nicole, of course, has been helping Mom with all the Facebook Lives and a lot of the technical stuff and a lot of the designing stuff as well. And of course, helping me with my Facebook Live also.
Yeah, okay. She got paid for his Facebook Live not mine, not yet. Okay, trainee. Okay, sooner. I've proposed. Okay. All right. So let's see. It's like, who else is there? Have you done sharing?
No, I have not.
No, we have not
Go
done
ahead.
sharing. Okay.
Yes.
So let's see who is there. Melvi Gadas. Okay, Ganlai B. All right. Happy New Year. I mean, early this morning is like when I wake up. Okay, Vivian Lee, you're there. Okay. So it's like
Hi,
early
Vivian.
morning when I wake up, right? Okay. I was really, the first thought that comes to me is like, oh, it's New Year 2022. And then the next thing that comes to my mind was like, oh, I'm anticipating some Dong Dong Chiang from today onwards. I guess it's like for the last week itself, if you go to the mall, probably you can still hear some Christmas songs or whatever, right? But I guess today onwards, if we step into the mall, it will be more like Dong Dong Chiang sort of like feel already. And it's like from now onwards, it's like now you're seeing us saying like Happy New Year. The next moment you will like, blink of an eye, you will see that 恭喜发财 will happen. Alright, Vivian Bascos, Happy New Year. Where are you guys from? Are you all like local in Malaysia? Okay, or any of you here in Singapore? Simon Tan, okay, Polly Man, Maurice Andre. I'm sure some of you here are not in Malaysia. Probably some of you are still, in a way, counting down to the end of 2021. Right? Can I just see any one of you here is now still 2021, okay?
Yeah.
Waiting to cross over to 2022. Good for you, okay? So this particular session itself, on this particular morning, we want to talk about relating to the grandeur. All right. Hi, Priya. Okay, Priya's in Hong Kong. Okay. Eileen Wong. I just realized that you are Miss Wong, right, from our school days. Okay, I'm not very sure, but yeah, somehow it just comes across me that you could be one of my teachers back in my secondary schools, okay?
Wow.
Do let me know if you are the Miss Wong that I'm talking about. All right, Proof Sok, okay, Mian King Tan, okay? Right, cannot sleep in UK. So, Melvin, that's you're in UK. All right, you're way ahead of us. Okay, so you cross over to 2022 way ahead. Christine now from Singapore. Jessie Cook from New Zealand. New Zealand is also ahead of us. Okay,
definitely.
Yeah,
2022 already.
Yeah, any one of you from US, example, US probably you're still down, counting down or preparing to count down.
It's,
okay?
I think May has just passed by, right? Into New Year as well. Because I think she's in the UK, I believe. Yeah, that's right.
They are also behind. Yes, they are also behind.
But it should be because now
already passed. They already passed. Yes.
That's
okay.
Right. Okay.
All right. So today's session itself, again, like while waiting for Kong Yu to actually.
Okay, now I'm in my account and I need to share to my accounts.
Oh, okay. No, now he's sharing on his accounts. I'm not sure it's like any one of you. It's like I'm not sure how this works, okay? Right, majority of you probably watching from Jessie page, okay? Any one of you actually watching from Kong Yu's page, okay? So if you leave a comment, okay? So hi to Kong Yu's followers, okay? Kong Yu's students and also Kong Yu's clients, okay? So as in like if you're watching from Kong Yu's page itself, can you still like comment or will I be able to see it or it needs to be?
I think did Shuki say hi on this?
I didn't see Shuki.
Okay, Shuki is on mine.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay, Marilyn. Okay, hi Marilyn. Okay, Happy New Year, Nicholas Tan.
That's
okay,
right.
Again. All right, okay. Back to the topic. Back to the topic is today's topic is all about the Grand Duke. All right. So I know, ever since it's like for the past a week or so, a lot of people, especially in my page, which is the temple page, right? Okay, a lot of people has been asking, is like, oh my God, next year I'll be offending the Grand Duke. Okay, what should I do? What are the things I need to be aware of? What are the prayers that need to be done and all that? A lot of people are, in a way, very concerned, all right, about offending the Grand Duke. So yesterday I was really thinking about, today is a new year. I wanted to do a Facebook Live and additional sessions to greet everyone, all right? And then Kong Yu was saying also, I wanted to do one on Sunday as well. So why not both of us merge into one Facebook Live? And in a way, do our greetings lah. Okay, wish everyone a Happy New Year. So he then suggested that, why not talk about the 4 animals that somehow, are affected by the Grand Duke this year, which is the year of the tiger, water tiger. There are a few animals that is so-called offending the Grand Dukes, okay? What does it mean? What are you expecting? Okay, what you should do about it? So today's session will be all relating to that. So I'm not sure all of you, any of you in your chart itself, you do have any of the animals which is offending the Grand Duke. So today's session is for you, okay?
Yes. That's right. So I just want to say hello to those who posted here. Some of them are kind of watching from both sides. Shuk Yi posted Happy New Year, Jessie and Kong Yu. Happy New Year to you, Chang Feng. Also to your mom-in-law, right? And Tashi Chan is here. Yeah, I buy a bucket of popcorn and stay at home watching fireworks from the balcony and watching TV. Christine Chong, Happy Blessed New Year. Right, Shirley Key, Happy New Year to you as well. I keep on listening to Tracks FM. Marilyn John is watching from Kong Yu's page.
Yes, okay, hi Marilyn.
And then Joanne is here. Right, hi Joanne, good morning to you. Mei Wee is I'm torn, I will watch from here lah. Annie Shin is here. And I think someone also saying that they were just jumping. Cherry, so I jump over to here.
Okay, alright, thanks. It's like now they are like torn between two lovers. Like in between, it's alright, it's the same, okay, because you are getting exactly the same things, okay.
That's right.
It's just that probably your comments will appear in different pages lah.
Yeah.
Chances of getting your comments in Kong Yu's pages will be higher because he's more vigilant lah with like looking into comments and all that. Like for me, once I start talking, it's like the chances is I see the comments like keep loading up. Alright, I have to remind myself. Okay, look at the comment, answer those questions. Okay, hi Rin David, Rolinda, Georgina, Happy New Year, Magic 2022. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Peggy Ang also, see, I have very, very good friends or followers on my page itself that they really know how to thank J Group, at the same time, right? So Peggy is thanking Jennifer and also J Group for bringing this live itself. As you know, all my live sessions are all fully sponsored by J Group. So that makes it today, even Kong Yu's live also is in a way partially sponsored by J Group.
That's right, yeah. So thank you so much, J Group and Jennifer. A quick hellos as well to Denise Harjit as well on the New Year greetings. Of course, good morning, Happy New Year to you, Georgiana, as well. And shall we get started?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So this is, of course, the special that we're doing on the Year of the Tiger, which is already softly, gently upon us.
Yes, by
more than
November,
that.
actually,
Yeah,
it's
in
like
fact.
it's more than just softly, gently. And this
Yes.
morning, right, Kong Yu was saying, like he woke up and he saw a cat walk into our house, in our living room, and also
Yep.
into our garden. It's not our cat, okay? Yeah, like that.
Literally like that.
I mean, jokes aside, okay, I'm not talking about this big cat over here. I'm really talking about a cat, okay, from outside, a stray probably, okay, walk into our apartment. Yeah, we live in an apartment.
That's right. So clearly, and today also, I don't know whether you realize it or you remember, it's Jia Yin Day as well.
Oh, is it? No, I don't remember. Oh yeah, because Monday will be Ping Chen, so
Yes.
today's Jia Yin.
That's
Yes.
why I wanted to do my live today, and that's why I brought it up to Jessie. It's like, okay, this is my plans, because we always have to coordinate our schedules, and obviously weekend with the New Year celebration is important because today is Jia Yin. So I thought it's a great way to kick things off with the year of talking about the Year of the Tiger and with the Tiger Day itself.
Yeah.
Right? And speaking of which, so the Year of the Tiger is already here, right, in this unofficial way, right, and it will be fully here in a month's time, right. February 4th will be the official transition. So the transition started as early as November, so you would have felt some effects already for sure. At least some inclination of what to expect when the full year rolls around from February 4th onwards. So naturally, when we talk about the Year of the Tiger, so we talk about Tai Sui, or the Grand Duke being of the tiger itself, or the tiger is the Grand Duke.
Yeah.
So by that virtue, if you have a tiger in your chart, anywhere your parts chart, whether it's in the year, month, day, and also hour, and even in the luck pillar, right, then you are considered having the Tai Sui, or offending the Grand Duke on the first level, right, if you have the tiger sign, right? So normally this indicates, first of all, of course, it's a year that is very happening. It's a year that is very much related to you, where you are also in a way in the limelight, you are the star, right, and you are involved heavily in whatever that transpires in the year. So usually it can feel overwhelmingly uncomfortable if we don't, if we are not aware of it, if we are not sure about how to handle it, and it certainly if we're not prepared, right? So that's why the tiger sign itself is considered the first one in offending the Grand Duke.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, and of course, like Gong Yu have mentioned it, it's like, it's a water tiger year. It has actually, in fact, I feel the impact, okay, ever since November, where the pig pulls in the tiger itself, right? Okay, for those of you who are practitioners, you know what I mean. It's like the energy of the water tiger year, the impact, okay, the emotional impact or the level of it, right? Okay, we in a way have already sensed it. Alright, okay, Angel Tan, okay, a fabulous 2022 to you and family. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's how our furry babies make greetings for. Okay, enough. Okay, all right, that's how our furry babies makes greetings for like New Year.
Happy
okay?
New Year from them.
Happy New
To you
Year,
guys. So the thing about offending the Grand Duke this year, of course, then it extends to the rest of the offending the Grand Duke signs. Now, this is typically from the more, you can say, classical or traditional astrology or parts perspective, right? Then, of course, the animals which are associated with that comes from a particular grouping, right? So there are 4 animals in total, right? That is related, the other 3 to the tiger, which is besides the tiger, it would also be the monkey, the snake, and also the pig.
Yes. Alright, so stay tuned, those of you, okay? It would be good for you to now just check your chart. If you have the tiger, the monkey, the snake, and the pig, okay, today's sessions is, in a way, for you. Alright, so if you have anyone, okay, in your family or your loved ones, okay, having any of this animal sign in your parts chart, including the luck pillar.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
including
right.
the luck pillar as well. So these sessions will be for you.
Correct. So we get a lot of questions actually because Jessie has been sharing all the outlook based on the animal sign, the stars, and then of course even the key focus is already out, and there'll be more in the annual event that's upcoming, right? So we do get this question quite often: what happens if the animal sign is in the luck pillar?
Yeah.
Right. So it's important to remember that the luck pillar is really an extension of the month, right? And if you have an interaction happening between the luck pillar and of course the month itself, then of course that is involved into your month pillar overall, the combined effects of that.
Yeah.
The month and also the LP, the luck pillar itself. Right? It's not exactly the same. It's not the same as the year, having any of these animal signs in the year. Alright, so that one Of course, Jessie has spoken extensively about it in the decoding special that you did recently. So do check that out as well. It's also, of course, posted on my page as well. Right. So of course, if you have the tiger, we already alluded to it, right? So it's a year that can feel uncomfortable, right? And it's a year that can actually feel emotional also. Yeah. So it's best to embrace whatever that comes this year, because in a way you are the key highlight to whatever that is happening in your life, depending on whether the tiger is in your year, month, day, hour, or LP, the luck pillar itself. Right, so just be prepared for that. Be in a way, because the tiger is part of this grouping of 4 animal signs, which is called the growth animal signs. So that means it's all about basically moving forward. It's all about progression. It's about growth per se. And even if we look into just the chi itself in the tiger, the dominant chi, of course, is yang wood. Right, yang wood is the most aggressive growth of the 10 elements per se. So with it, of course, comes with the other hidden elements, but if we just focus on the growth aspect of the tiger being also part of the group of the growth animal signs, that means that's going to be an important theme overall. For all of us.
Yeah, I really like Kong Yu's an analogy into bringing as in, like, every year itself there's a certain animal sign which is the Grand Duke, okay, which is the reigning animal sign of the year. Like next year is going to be, actually it's this year already, okay? Right, this year it will be the water tiger year. So tiger will be the Grand Duke, okay? Right, in Chinese we call Pun Manglin, because this is the Grand Duke itself, because the Grand Duke or the planet Jupiter is in a way shining towards the 60 degrees. It means aligning, okay, towards the degree of the tiger animal sign. And then, okay, any groupings, okay, or animal signs that is related to the tiger in whatsoever, okay, now these groupings itself, okay, will be in a way are affected or have a connection together with the Grand Duke. And I like the way that Kong Yu actually uses the terms growth stars, okay. Now this is not something that he created out or we created out, because in Chinese astrology or Bazi, you know that, okay, all the 12 animal signs are actually in a way grouped into 3 different groupings, okay. We have the growth star, okay, or somehow it is also called the traveling star, which is the tiger, the monkey, the snake, and also the pig, okay. And then we also have the peach blossom stars, which is also the cardinal stars, okay, which is the rooster, the rabbits, okay, the rat, and the horse. And of course, finally, we also have the graveyard, okay, or the storage stars, okay, which is the dragon, the dog, the ox, and also the goat. Now the thing is, okay, you see the name of this 4 animal sign, which is the tiger, monkey, okay, snake, and also the pig, right? Okay, it is termed under growth star. But I realize that, okay, in our days, okay, nowadays it's like, a lot of people, somehow I find that fear spreads much faster than hoped, okay, and positivity. It's like anything that comes in the form of fear, somehow it spreads much faster. So if you understand that this 4 animal signs is actually holding the growth power, okay, but yet people are so afraid, okay, every year, especially this year itself, when these 4 animal signs are in a way offending Tai Sui, what we call it, means that they are linked into the groupings of the Tai Sui, that becomes something to be fearful about, okay. And people now will be like, heavily or rushing towards, what can be done for it, or what prayers can be done, what are the amulets that I can wear, okay, what are the things that I can buy in order for me to actually mitigate, okay, this so-called offending Tai Sui sort of like scenario.
Correct.
So I think that will be the things that we want to talk about in detail today. What exactly is this offending the Tai Sui? And to me, I always find that, okay, having the Grand Duke in your position or in your palace, example, in your animal sign, right, okay, it means that this is the year for you to really rise all the way to the top. It's a year for you to be that leader. It is a year for you to be that the highest most, okay, at the top of your game. So we wait until that year to come, okay. Let's say, for instance, I'm a dragon. I wait until the dragon to come, and hopefully on that year, I can excel into whatever that I'm doing. And this is your year. Oh, sorry. Oops. I disclosed his age.
So yeah, I mean, and that's why along with how we view Bazi, how we use it as well, that's why it's very important to be more positive, obviously, and to come from a more empowered notion. So that's why getting into our own power and owning it as much as possible is something that's also a major theme for me and what I share and what I teach as well, right? So just going back to the tiger sign per se. So if you have that sign, regardless of where it is, let's say in your year like myself and so on, then again it's a year to really step up. But of course, alongside with it comes the fears, the fears of growth, right? Especially the fears of taking action, because it's related to Jia Wood, Yang Wood in the tiger, and anything associated with putting yourself out there and making, in a way, a statement and being clear about that statement because you are at your next level or you want to break through into your next level. So, and then as Jessie was saying, you are, or you contain, or you ride with the Tai Sui of the year. So that's why it's very important to come from that positive perspective of taking that bold action and embracing it instead of trying to hide from it. So, and in fact, all the other interactions, right, particularly for this year, because of the tiger interacting with the other growth star animals, they all have to do with fears of the same kind, which is progress, right, or any sort of emotional turbulence because of progress in relation to other aspects of life, especially in relation to other people.
Yeah, and I find that especially those of us with a tiger, now he has it in the year, I have it in the month, I have the tiger as well, all right? But the thing is, I find that people with the tiger, as Kong Yu has in a way said it, right, okay, since tiger represents growth, okay, so this year, for us who are ready for breakthroughs and growth, this will be an awesome year for us. I mean, I personally believe so. But there are people who are reluctant to break through or reluctant to grow, even though it's like consciously they might be thinking as in like, no, oh, I wanted to grow so much, I wanted to be better, okay? But sometimes in order for us to be better, we need to be battled in order to be better. All right, means that we need to, in a way, feel the clashes, the pain, the emotional disturbance, okay, the whatever challenges that comes upon our way, because that is when we actually, in a way, face the test, okay, or the lessons, okay, of life itself, in order for us to strengthen ourselves, okay, either physically, mentally, or emotionally, to face all these obstacles. And once we can do that, then only we can be better.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So Peggy says the tiger is very disturbing, but that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but Peggy, you have not seen it all yet. Okay, you wait until you see at the end of the day. All right, but I have to give it to Nicola. Okay, she's trying something fun. Okay, which okay, I enjoyed it. I allow her to actually do this, like something more different. Okay, compared to, she always says that, Mummy, your newsroom setting is so boring. Okay, that's why she wanted to try something different. Now you see the tiger only, Peggy. Bear with us. Okay, later when all the 4 animal signs are out,
they're on the way.
They will be even more disturbing.
In the meantime, of course, the better strategy perhaps is to embrace the tiger, not to fear it. I mean, it is garang lah. Normally it's associated with rapid growth, sudden movement, and sudden changes. That's why it can be disconcerting and unsettling that way, right? So that's if you have the tiger sign somewhere or you're affected by it based on the other animal signs which we're about to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay? So now let's talk about the monkey.
Yeah.
Right, so let's have the... Okay, here we go. So
Bruno Mars, right?
Usually...
It always reminds me of that song, but is it Bruno Mars?
Yeah. What's the title?
Lazy song.
It's the lazy song, right?
Yeah.
So the monkey, of course, normally when we talk about Fan Tai Sui Lan, then it will be the next animal that's brought up because it's in the clash position, right? Tiger clashes monkey. So this clash is the most yang clash of the 6 clashes overall, and it's certainly the most. It comes from the 2 of the most actively powerful elements, right? Which is basically the Geng or yang metal in the monkey clashing against the Jia Wood of the tiger, right? So that's why normally for this particular clash in the classical setting, it's about big movement and changes. It's about obvious movement and changes. It's about, because again, they are both traveling star animals, right? It's again about movement, sometimes traveling, and sometimes it's about shifts of roles, responsibilities that are major and very obvious. So every time we talk about a clash, of course, nowadays, many of us are much more embracing of it instead of fearing it like the old days. So take the opportunity, especially since if you look into the other aspects of what's in these two animal signs for the year, right? In the monkey itself, there are a lot of relief stars, like Jessie has shared, and then a lot of opportunity within this clash, because the sky horse is there as well, right? So that's why if you have this, either or of the two animals, right? If you have a monkey somewhere in your chart, those 4 pillars, year, month, day, hour, and also the luck pillar itself, this is the year of the tiger, so you're going to experience that clash, right? Or if you have the tiger also in the chart with the monkey, then you have the clash even more so. So I think the best way to really look at it is that, yeah, you know, to use the opportunity for change, to use the opportunity for doing something different, right? And because it is obvious, so you don't have to, usually you don't need to figure it out so much, but the most important thing is to look at it from an opportunistic perspective instead of a fear of change perspective.
And I think for monkeys, because it's a direct clash when it comes to the year of the tiger itself, right? Okay, when the clashes comes in, I think the lessons most that we have to embrace and prepare ourselves with is about letting go, like totally having faith. Okay, it's like totally believe in something. Do you believe in yourself? Okay, because I find and I realize that nowadays a lot of people suffering, okay, from so-called their luck or their destiny is because it's like, in a way, they are lacking of self-confidence, they are lacking of self-worth, okay, like they do not believe into the magic, okay, or the capabilities that one can do or achieve. All right, so when you have a clash, it's like a test of your capabilities, of your self-belief, of your faith towards yourself. How much do you believe in your relationship, example? How much do you believe in your own skills and capabilities? How much do you believe in your career or your business, whatever that you're doing? So when this clash comes about, okay, it's a year to test on your belief. All right, so for people who are in a way ready to make changes, to let go, because they know that whatever that they are holding on is not them, because whatever that they have created so far in their life, whatever achievement that you have achieved so far in your life, okay, it is because of you. It's not because of the external factor. It's not because of the job or the career or your boss or your company. It's not because you're the other half, okay? Whatever family that you have created, whether it is good or not so great, right, okay, you contributed to it, okay? So you just have to ask yourself and believe in yourself, do you want to contribute to this, okay? Are there any more growth, or are there any more potential growth in this particular contribution? If it's not, are you ready to trust yourself so much, 100%, that you're willing to let it go and start over again, or start something anew, or reignite, okay, certain fire or certain passion, okay, in your life, in whatever aspect it is. All right, so to me, I find that when that clash happens, okay, this particular lessons will come to us. All right, so the thing is, are we ready to let go of things? Is that when a clash comes in, for some people who are not ready, who are afraid of letting go, who actually in a way are attached, okay, to all the so-called achievements that we have achieved so far, okay, that small little probably achievement in terms of our career success, okay, and we think that that's the highest most that we can achieve, or the highest most that we can go, and there we'll get ourselves stuck, okay, because if we believe that, oh, this is the best that we can do, okay, there won't be any better anymore. All right, so the clash comes in here to release us, okay, from attaching to something that is stopping our growth. Okay, be it in relationship, be it in career, or be it in terms of your business, or even health, or whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly right. Peggy says nothing will happen if nothing is broken. Because anytime we want to elevate ourselves to the next level, something has to go, something has to change. And it's in this case of the monkey meeting the tiger here, then this is an obvious one that is due, and it is necessary, so that it is an opportunity for you to really elevate. But that's where, again, besides these fears, are present, right? The fear of letting go and changing and embracing, and in a way feeling like you are vulnerable because you have to do something that's completely different.
So remember, if you have a monkey in your chart, okay, it will be a good year to explore, okay, to be curious enough to explore new things, okay, to allow yourself, okay, to try and to sample some new tastes in your life, rather than, you know, keeping to the same old all the time, okay? So if we have that mentality of, in a way, keeping to the same old or staying safe, okay, so the chances is, okay, we will be, in a way, hit hard on the coming year, okay? Because it's just the way that our luck or our life or the universe itself is trying to actually grow us, okay, to make us to be more successful. There are always chances for us to be more successful in whatever aspects in our life, okay. There are always ways to be better, right? But at times itself, okay, due to our own security, stability, due to fear, we choose to stay status quo. We choose to stay stagnant at one place, okay. So when all this, in a way, like offending grandeur happens, it means that, okay, right, these are the years for us, okay, to have a chance to, in a way, accelerate in our life itself, okay. So if we do not take that chance up, okay, the chances is we are going to be left behind. We're going to stuck, okay. And once we get stuck, that's when we always feel that, oh, bad luck is happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, this is again where these, especially when you talk about now interpersonal relationships, right? Whether they are romantic partners, spousal, or just any sort of relationship between two parties, then this is where certain feelings can come up.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you look into these two animal signs, the monkey, tiger, yes, they clash, but they're also two parts of a ungrateful punishment as well.
Yeah.
So this is where the feelings can come in, where one feels that lack of gratitude from the other party, right? When one has to really let go, move on, because there is potential growth to explore, right? Or maybe one party is slower or wanting to stay more stagnant. That's why it can come with these feelings associated with betrayal and also lack of gratitude. Like, for example, between an employee and the company who leaves, the employee who leaves the company, right? Because there's a growth opportunity to up level to a new position. Maybe this person wants to personally grow and just leave and explore entrepreneurship, whatever it is. So the boss or the company can feel that the staff or subordinate or employee is not being grateful.
Yeah.
Why are you leaving now, when we need you, etc., etc. But because ultimately maybe there's just no more growth potentially for this person within that organization.
Yeah.
Right? And similar situations like that. So that's why then when we understand further the other animal sign, like for example the snake, right, that's when we'll be able to form an even clearer picture of this lack of gratitude feeling, all again to do with growth, or lack of growth or progress, or stagnation, depending on the positive and negative aspect. Now, Ethel is saying you're a tiger. So we spoke about the tiger right at the beginning. So we can actually, after this is posted, post-live, you can review back as well, yeah? So now, shall we move to the next animal sign? Okay, can we remove the dancing tigers even though they're cute? Yeah, okay. And then we bring the next animal sign. Yeah.
You don't want to have them all.
Okay. Well,
You don't want to have them all.
then ungrateful that time we bring back the monkey. Okay. So then of course the snake has slithered in, right? So this is where if you understand the elements behind the growth stars and the different phases of growth, then you see why this would be a potential learning lesson, shall we say. So when the tiger, which is in the year and affects all of us, meets the snake. That means if you have a snake animal sign in the year, month, day, hour, and also luck pillar, then you will have this harm relationship going on. It's also an ungrateful punishment, right?
Yeah.
So why? Okay, first of all, on the harm per se, harm is usually something that is felt as unexpected, right? Because a clash is obvious and expected, but a harm classically is felt more like a betrayal that is out of nowhere. So there's an unexpected quality to it, right? So, and if you understand the relationship between the tiger and the snake, then in terms of the elements, it is basically wood and fire, right? So in the cycle of the 5 elements, because wood produces fire, right? So there's supposed to be a harmonious relationship between the two, and from an element perspective, it is. But if you explore further into some of the finer details, then you realize that in this relationship, when the snake meets the tiger here, then there are some feelings of betrayal, backstabbing, and so on, because something there is a loss of something that occurs from this so-called synergy of growth, right? Because each of the growth animal signs actually contains the following element, the seed of the following element. So for example, in this case, wood produces fire, and within the tiger animal sign itself, there is a fire element that's hidden in there, right? So it's supposed to basically have a smooth progress of, it is actually an opportunity for growth per se, but it comes with certain feelings of being left out in the dark, right? So that's why when we look into it, then there can be feelings that arise besides fears, backstabbed, and also maybe some jealousy and so on that occurs in this relationship between the snake and then the tiger animal sign.
And I will say that it's like in this harm itself is like very, very different that from a clash, okay? Because like, I mean, every relationship is emotional, okay? Because being in the grand duke positions or offending the grand duke is emotional, because that happens in your year especially, right? Okay, things can get emotional. But the thing is, a clash means that it is expressive, okay? It's easier for us to, in a way, like face it emotionally, whereas a harm will be something probably not as obvious, okay? Means that, you know, the chances of those of you with a snake in your chart, okay, either in the year, month, day, or hour, or even your luck pillar, there could be things that happen, okay, that somehow you still feel that, okay, it's like, you know, you feel uneasy, you feel like not very positively towards a certain relationship or whatever, and yet you find that you couldn't really express it, okay, as openly, okay? Probably the harm is happening maybe towards in-laws, example. You know that there are certain things, okay, that has been stated or mentioned, you do not agree with it, but somehow you put yourself into a position, okay, when the harm happens is like you felt that, okay, you couldn't express yourself, you couldn't really say it, you have to keep it within you, okay? So that's like, in a way, in long-term wise means that it's harming you. It takes time, it is a slower motion, okay? It's not directly come and slap you on the face, but it's just doing a lot of all this pettiness, a lot of all these like nitty-gritty things, okay, that slowly it is affecting you. Just like as Kong Yu has mentioned, okay, supposedly the tiger, okay, with the wood element is producing the snake, which is the fire element, which you have a pink fire inside for practitioners, okay? They're supposed to be a very harmonious producing cycle. But if you really look at it, okay, the jiak wood or the yang wood here, okay, as a tree cannot produce the sun. Right? If you really look at it, it's like the sun cannot be produced by the tree. In fact, it is a reverse growth, okay? It means that in some situations, you feel that, oh, like some people might be doing you good, or some people thinks that they are doing you good, but actually they are doing you harm, okay? So in a way, they always says this one, the path to hell is paved on good intention. I always like this particular quote, okay? And that is a harm thing, okay? It's like we feel, you know, sometimes people thought that they are doing this for our own good. They are doing whatever decisions for us or taking certain actions for us is for our own good, but not realizing it that over the time itself, it is actually harming us, okay? So these are the sort of the things that will happen when you have a snake and a tiger sort of a relationship. Now the question is, okay, when you are faced with this situation, okay, when you are faced with someone that you know probably on their perspective they think that it is for your own good, but you know deep inside you, okay, in your heart, you know it very clearly that if you follow through whatever suggestions or things, okay, that they suggested to you, it will do you more harm than doing you more good. What are your decisions? What will be your action? Okay, if you know this, are you allowing yourself to be harmed, or will you take up this, in a way, like how to say, responsibility, or take up the courage, okay, to stand up for yourself, to explain, okay, to nicely, in a way, share your personal opinion, or are you going to just take it in? All right, so that will make a difference.
Yeah, or somebody who is supposed to, you know, help and assist, but actually it ends up to be the other situation where you are in a position that actually have to assist the other person instead.
Yeah.
Right. So it's unexpected because let's say it's an employee, for example. You are the team leader, you are the boss, right? And your employee is supposed to assist you, but actually they do more harm than good. And you end up having to maybe coach the person and maybe even make a decision that is, you know, to fire the person and so on, right? At the end of the day, if that's the choice that is to be made, because the person is actually not really helping, even though they were actually hired to help in the first place. So it's unexpected, and it will prop up. So always back to the wisdom of the decision that is to be made from the experience, because the offending Grand Duke animal signs, of course, feels uncomfortable. That is why classically it is considered not good. Not positive overall.
So if you have a snake in your chart, okay, you know that these are the things that you'll be expecting. So before you really listen to other, so let other people decide for you, all right, in your life, okay, next year in 2022, I mean Water Tiger year, think twice, okay, think really thoroughly into it, okay, because remember, sometimes, as I mentioned, okay, other people's good intention can pave a pathway to hell for you. All right, so if you walk that pathway, whatever path that they have paved for you, it's our choice. Okay, so it's like we can't complain. It's like finally we ended up in hell. Okay, so it's like that could be one thing that we should be paying attention to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you do have that animal sign of the snake, then that's something you can expect and something that you can grow and learn from, right? But it does take that position of the higher viewpoint, right, to make the right decision and not let the emotions overpower you. Yeah. Now, if you have the two, the snake and then also the monkey, right? So let's bring the monkey back. Then of course, this is when you will have that full trio of the tree of the growth stars, and it is called a full ungrateful punishment, right? Also because the snake and the monkey themselves, I guess we don't have time to talk too much about it. They also have a certain relationship that's going on.
Yeah, but
already.
they're not the grandeur, it's fine.
Correct, they're not the
So
grandeur.
we're gonna talk about that.
But if you have either, and if you have both the monkey and snake, then you meet the tiger year. That's when you will feel all of these effects collectively.
Yeah.
There is a major change. There is unknown. There is some fears. There's a lot of fear to do with these changes, and also fear of the unknown and unexpected. And as you experience the year more and more information comes to you, which can potentially pull you into this spiral of fear. But the whole idea again is to embrace the opportunity that it brings if you're ready to take the big leap or next step and progress into the next level. And intertwined with this, naturally, you have a lot of relationships with existing people that will trigger all these events and also the feelings.
Yeah, and remember,
gratitude.
I mean, to me, it's like personally, I felt that ungrateful punishments are for victims. All right, because you see, all these are growth stars. Okay, growth stars means that you come to a year where you know the energy needs to be rapidly growing. Okay, you need to grow. Okay, whatever aspects in your life, either in terms of your career, your financial status, your relationship. Okay, it means that somehow, emotionally, you will be focused onto growing yourself. Okay, vice versa, people around you, if they have this, all right. The thing is, for people who are not growing, and when you see other people are rapidly growing, like put in so much effort into their own life to be better, right, than ever before, right, these are the people who are in a way chose not to grow, to procrastinate. Then these are the people who in a way, will victimize themselves to say that, oh, this so and so, or friends or relatives or whatsoever in their life itself are being ungrateful. In a way, I've put so much attention to you. I care for you so much. Now all you care about is your own business. All you care about is your own financial status goals. All you care about is your own career, and you have neglected me. Therefore you feel the ungratefulness. Remember, ungrateful punishments are for the victims. And one of the things is we cannot in a way master our own destiny if we still have the mentality that we are a victim of circumstance. Alright, so if you have any of these animals, remember, the mind tweak is very important. So whenever we feel that people are being ungrateful to us, I mean, yes, sometimes, at times, people take us for granted, but once bitten, twice shy, you know that, whatever it is, you have done so much for them, and they take you for granted, they've forgotten about you after, in a way, asking for a favor from you. Then the next thing is, you have to learn from it. The next moment is, do not give. Do not offer, do not help. Why on earth do we need to in a way be a savior to other people, and then after that expecting gratitude from them? Because it's like, because some people, it's like they just come to take. They never know how to give. Because if that's the case, we learn from it and we grow from it. Instead of victimizing ourselves and keep on in a way going round and round, like stating the same old thing. Because it's like, once is a mistake, second time is a choice. So if we have been taken for granted for once in our lifetime, that is good enough. But if we are taken for granted for a second time in a row in our lifetime, that is a choice. Remember, we do it unto ourselves.
Yeah. So that is for the actual three groupings, like 3 out of the 4 animal signs, right? So then pig is the 4th growth star here, right? So the pig relationship into the bunch of this is slightly different because it's unrelated to of course, the monkey per se, of course, there's a harm going on. And then, of course, with the snake per se, it is a clash, right? But that aside, because like we're saying, Amy Go has a monkey in the year, right? And then snake in the luck pillar, right? And then Kim has a snake in the time and the pig in the year. So you have these two interactions going on. Your snake is reacting with your tiger, and then after the pig will also interact with the tiger to form another piece of the puzzle, right? I think Henry was also saying that he had a monkey. So you can rewind back after this is posted to
Yeah, but don't forget your page.
Yeah, I've been checking. I've been,
Yes,
I've been checking
okay.
constantly. Your one is flashed up there, so it
Yeah.
should be clear. So now let's remove the dancing monkeys, even though they're cute.
Yeah.
And then this snake that somebody pointed out is like a dangerous snake behind us, right? So then if you have a pig, right? So let's introduce our...
Yeah.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, that's our piggy. Okay, so if you have a pig in your chart, okay, excuse us. Okay, if like for whatsoever religious reason that this looks offensive, but I just find it is cute.
Hello.
Okay. Right, yeah.
Yeah. So all right. So let me just. Okay. All right.
Seems like he's
He wants to
looking for a
combine
fight.
he wants to combine and disrupt me. That's why. Yeah. So it's a combination and also a destruction happening at the same time. If you in relation to the tiger. So if you have a pig in the 4 pillars or in the luck pillar, then you would experience these two interactions going on at the same time. So normally when we have a destruction and all that, it may not involve the same animal sign as the grouping itself, but for this growth class, it just so happens to be that way, right? So the harm is within the group, the destruction is also within the group itself, yeah? But with the pig, it's a very unique situation because it's not a gratitude issue per se, classically, but it is because it is both coming together and a major change. So to me and in my experience, so sometimes it could actually be something that is on and off, a bit shorter term, right? There's a coming together, there's a collaboration.
And 3, yes, I am cute.
Right? Yeah.
Good one.
Good one, right? So it is both an opportunity where something comes your way, because in combinations normally in traditional terms it's smooth, it's welcoming, even though it might be unfavorable at the end of the day, right? So but there is that, but it also comes with a major change, or it is something that it doesn't really last for beyond the year. There's the possibility of either scenario playing true. Now because in this interaction again, it's supposed to be a growth process when the pig meets the tiger, right? Water, which is the key energy in the pig animal sign, right? Growing the wood in the next season, which is the key energy in the tiger sign. But in this process, something disappears, something is lessened. You have to give up something as well in the process. So because of this, in certain scenarios, you find yourself in a position that you have to end it because you didn't realize that there would be a loss involved, or maybe there's a major change in the life of the person. If you have the sign, then it will be for you with this new endeavor or this new person or new collaboration even coming into the picture. So that's why it's both at the same time, and also is considered offending Grand Duke because of the destructive portion of it. The major change or something has to go away, something is diminished. So in this process again, the emotions are triggered and the fears are also triggered as well.
Sorry,
right?
I can't help it, but he's like trying to pick a fight with you.
Yeah, this is combo destruction. He's coming to me, right? I'm a tiger.
Yeah, he's a tiger.
Yeah, but yet there's a bit of a discomfort there. There's a bit of a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, it's like, when you look at like the pig and the tiger, it's like, as Kong Yu has mentioned it's a combination and destruction going on at the same time. And also because it's of course offending the Tai Sui, right? Means emotional. Alright, so just remind yourself, if you have a pig in your chart, either the year, month, day, hour, or even the luck pillar, okay? Don't in a way make a permanent decisions based on a temporary emotion. Alright? Because you know that it is going to be an emotional year for you, okay? And due to the combinations between the tiger and the pig, that the year of the tiger somehow brings, okay, things which looks very glittering to you, okay? Like things that looks very glittery to you, but always remember that not all that glitters are gold, okay? So it's like, whatever that you are in a way seeing, right? Things might look like very attractive to you, things might look very promising to you, okay? But remember, there is no free lunch, okay? If you're not up to the par, not up to the capability, if you're thinking about getting something, okay, without really putting in the effort, the chances is it will end up in destruction. All right, so yeah, everything is like, how much we gain needs to in a way be in par with how much effort that we put in. It's always balanced in the terms of yin and yang. But once we get into that emotional greed, okay, once we are impatient, we want things to be fast, growth star, okay, growth star means that extremely impatient, want fast thing, fast money, fast achievements, okay, like wants to jump into conclusion, okay, immediately. So if that's the case, the chances of like, okay, right, when we fall into the trap, okay, of something that looks glittery, at the end of the day, okay, it would be in a way destroying ourselves, destroying our relationship, destroying our in a way investments, financial status and all that, okay. So if you're a pig, you have to be aware of this, okay. So remember, the trap for 2022 will be greed, okay, hastiness, okay. Whenever we are greed, okay, for something as like fast return, okay, fast result, okay, without really understanding ourselves, knowing our capability, the destruction will in a way tend to happen.
And of course, the best way to evaluate those sort of circumstances is to see whether there's an opportunity there that's real, that's not just short term, that's not just based on emotional instant reaction, and then also the long term potential, right? Because I think the opportunities where you do need to take this short term thing, right, on as long as you know what the end result could be and can potentially lead to more learning experiences, for example, right? An opportunity to really grow. Peggy says, meaning very cool and chill in accepting situation.
Okay, I would say that it's like, yeah, I mean, cool and chill in accepting situations, but whatever, let's say, right, things can actually come up as an opportunity, okay. You will be able to see, because due to the combinations between the tiger and the pig, right, okay, you will see opportunities looking good, okay, looking favorable on the surface level, okay, on the outside. But don't just jump to conclusion. We need to know whether, you know, in Chinese say 冇咁大嘅頭，冇大咁大頂帽啊, okay. You need to know whether you're ready for whatever opportunities that is in a way laid out for us or not, okay. Because if we are taking up any opportunities due to greed, okay, due to impatience that we want to make fast monies or whatsoever, so the possibilities of like a destructive environment is going to happen, okay. So it's going to destroy, okay, us, okay, in the aspect of, it could be relationship, it could be like, you know, financial status, okay, or other aspects, okay, or other things, okay, in our life itself. So that would be one thing that we have to in a way beware of, okay. Awareness is always the key, okay, to in a way mastering our own destiny. It's like being aware, understanding how the year is going to unfold, how this animal signs, how this little piggy here is going to in a way attack us, okay, in 2022. Aware of it, okay, and we know how to brace ourselves.
That's right. The Mona says the cutie oin oin reminds me of a rat. Yes.
Yes.
We felt the same.
Yeah. Okay. We talk about that as well, especially when this like getting smaller and running further away. All right. So yeah. Okay. I mean, in a way, like the purpose of us sharing this, okay, for those of you under the dog, okay, it's good.
Yeah. Other animal signs as well have been asked. Right?
Yes. I have actually shared, okay, a detailed, okay, 12 animal sign, okay, auspiciousness and inauspiciousness, okay, in year 2022. Yeah, probably you can in a way search, okay, in our page. I'm sure in Kong News page also he has shared, okay, it as well. All right, so these are the things that you can actually search. In fact, up to the detailing, okay, we talk about how to decode your 4 pillars of destiny. Means that you're using your year, your month, your day, and your hour pillar, okay, having different animal signs. What does it mean? Okay, we have shared all this in our content. And I know just now someone asked, okay, any website for you to actually search for this particular information. It won't be available on the website, so it will be good if you can actually follow me on my page or even Kong News page, okay, because we will always cross information, we will share each other's information. So all the informations will be in the Facebook here in this particular video. All right, so yeah, you are forced to look at this lost pig, okay? And all the very, like, you know, you are forced to look at all these, like, you know, very distracting and annoying monkeys, okay, and like the scary snakes, okay. You need to actually look at that in order for you to learn, okay, all this information.
Shall we bring them on for 1 minute?
Yeah, all the whole group, okay.
That's right.
So remember, those of you who have just joined us, okay, if you missed the front part, okay, this particular Facebook Live will be on replay, all right. So all you need to do is just like, wait until it goes on like how to say, onto the page itself. You can just watch the whole replay later on after we have actually stopped the live.
Yeah.
All right.
Jerry Gallivan says, "Whoa, Kong Yu, the snake charmer."
Yes, just right on top of his head.
It's still hovering there.
No, 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 no.
Those of you who asked about the other animal signs, besides looking into whatever that Jessie has already shared, right? Then of course a lot more information, especially with the interaction of the tiger with the others, the other animal signs, will be covered by Jessie in our annual talk.
Yeah.
That's
all
right.
right. And but of course, before we go into that, okay, there's also one particular date, okay, coming up, like the zoo style. Yes, we mentioned about that.
Okay.
It's like, welcome to my home. It's like Jumanji.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's thank them. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
You can excuse yourself.
Thank you, dancing monkeys.
Okay. Yeah.
And thank you. Tiger want to keep there.
Okay, keep the
Keep
tiger
the
lah.
tiger,
Okay.
right?
Excuse
This is
the
the
pig, please
tiger.
lah. He's very annoying. Okay.
The,
All right.
the previous Lily, right? It's all
Yes.
either shared. It's actually everything's available on Jessie's Facebook Live already.
Yeah. Okay, and also one more important date I would really want to share with you, because coming up on Monday, okay, January 3rd itself, is a special date that I've selected, okay, for those of you, if you really want to manifest for a better year, okay, right, those of you who in a way wants to, in a way, work on your New Year resolutions, okay, January 3rd is a good day for you to do so, okay, and on this particular date itself, you can see here, it's a date that I have termed it under the Phoenix Arising date, okay, it is a day to, in a way, enables, okay, Phoenix arising, okay, or rebirth from ashes. It means that, okay, if all this while you've been thinking about starting anew, okay, in a way, really, like, in a way, taking control of your life, really getting empowered, okay, instead of, like, giving away your power, like, make use of this special day. It's on the 3rd of January, okay. Oh, that's a typo there, 2022. Okay, yeah, okay, because it's like we're so used to 2021, right? Okay, it is 3rd of January 2022, not 2021. All right, so it's coming Monday morning, 9:39 a.m. Now this special date itself, okay, it has this 10 spirit date, it has holy heart, which makes it a very how to say, good day for manifestations, okay. So you know that 2022 onwards, okay, now those of you who followed me, you know that 2021 and before, it's all about breakthroughs, letting go, okay, releasing the old, so that 2022 onwards, okay, we can rise, okay, and get our rebirth, okay, we can start all over again. So 2022 onwards will all be manifestation, how to, in a way, okay, make things into reality. So on that day itself, you have the 10th spirit day and also holy heart, which makes it very, very good for manifestations, means from the subconscious bringing into consciousness. All right, and it's also a day with the Phoenix star and also annual virtual. So therefore, it is a good day for us to manifest, okay, into our yearly New Year resolutions, our strategies, our, like, our game plan, okay, how to actually plan for the year, okay, what are the things we want to achieve, okay, what are the things that we really want to be able to achieve, like, okay, or to become by the end of 2022, okay. So in order to do that, and because of the presence of the Phoenix itself, right, okay, it's a day that will help us. The day is also a fire day, Bing Chen, okay, where it's supposed to actually help us to rise from the ashes. The ashes means like getting rid of the earth, getting rid of the past, getting rid of all these heavy energies that's been, in a way, holding on to us, okay. And how we can do it is actually a meditation method, okay. So the meditation, for those of you who followed me, you know how to do a yang meditation, like a fire breathing or Kapalbhati, okay. For those of you who never follow in any of my meditation classes or workshops before, you just have to sit at North 1. Remember, on that particular day, okay, on the 10th of January, okay, sit at North 1, 345 degree, North 1, and then facing, we are sitting at North 1, facing direction of South 1, 165 degree, South 1. So you're seated at North 1, but facing South 1 direction. Your physical body is at North 1 sector of your house, okay. Now if you need to, light a candle just right in front of you, okay, close your eyes, calm yourself, focus onto your breathing, okay, and then manifest, okay, the things that you would want to achieve in 2021. Like, in a way, relook into your New Year resolutions. If you need to, write it all out, okay, in a diary, in a planner, okay, or write it all out in a piece of paper, okay, right, because this sorry. Alright, and this because this day itself, it will help us to bring whatever in our subconscious out into reality.
That's right.
Alright?
Our two doggies, babies, are combining with a new tiger.
Yeah, because as I mentioned, okay, it's like there's a new cat okay, in our home. I don't know why the cat is like they keep trying to come into our house, okay? Like, and they're not afraid of the doggies, and the doggies are very, very busy, okay?
They're very excited.
Yeah. So
Combining.
probably we can adopt it.
We'll see how it goes. But it is a very unique situation. And yeah, so this, I also wanted to add a little bit that this is coming really fresh out of the new moon as well. And the new moon is on the night of the 2nd into the early morning hours of the 3rd. Right? So, and of course, when it comes to manifestation, we normally wouldn't want to time it to the exact new moon itself because there's a void there, right? So we wait for at least a few hours or half a day later. So this works really perfectly with Jessie's selected timing, right? The morning after the peak of the new moon is going to be the impetus and the fresh energy of birthing something new. So it's very much well matched with Phoenix arising and the birth of something that's new. So it's a wonderful, wonderful date to do this particular meditation. Yeah.
Okay, all right, and then of course I have also something to share. Okay, upcoming, I think next week. Oh my God, it's fast. Okay,
it's
next
up,
Saturday. Okay, yes. Okay, thank you for reminding me. All right, yeah. Okay, my annual event. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's on January 8th. Yeah, okay, next Saturday, where I'll have a annual talk, okay, where I will be disclosing to you the 2022 Crouching Tiger Hidden Secrets. It's like, what are the hidden secrets in the year of the Water Tiger? So if you're interested, I know many of you have purchased a ticket, okay, right, on the 8th of January, it is a English sessions, and on the 16th of January, it is Cantonese session, okay. Each session itself is 50 ringgit, okay, it's partially sponsored by J Group, so therefore you can have it as a very subsidized price itself. Okay, so you can buy both session itself at 100 ringgit as well. Scan on the QR code, or you can also in a way click on the link, okay, in the comment, okay, for you to actually purchase this particular session. Okay, and then of course, yeah, I can share that. Why don't you share your thing first?
Okay, wait. So yes, the annual talk, right? So let's let me just quickly post this down because now I'm here on this couch, right? So I just have to put this down so it's the link is there. And if you understand Cantonese, right? So I highly encourage you to attend both sessions, lah. That would be ideal because when Jessie speaks, those of you who are newer, right?
Okay.
So sometimes
let me help him to you continue to share. Okay. Yes. Okay. And of course, those of you, I know many of you have bought those tickets. Okay. And of course, here I would like to share also. Okay, those of you who are seeking for a personal consult. Okay, if you're thinking that, okay, I mean, yes, I know Gong Yu and Jessie have shared a lot of all this information. Okay, on Facebook, they made it easily available. Okay, but if you want to look into detail or more one-to-one consultations to really find someone to look into your chart, as you know, many of you know that I stopped taking in personal consult until the end of January. Okay, so because of my workload and all that, I'm not accepting any personal consults. Okay, but of course Kong Yu, okay, will be doing it. Okay, he's offering a one-to-one consult, and it's like a routine, a normal thing. Okay, the end of the year and all that, because he's trying to reach out to as many people as possible to prepare you. Okay, and also to help you, guide you to strategize for the new year ahead. Okay, so if you think that, okay, a personal consult will benefit you, okay, and this will be, I think there will be more, okay, so if you think that a personal consult is something that can benefit you personally, and of course to me it's like, I've always recommend a personal consult, okay, because it's like, in a way, it's like you try to use the amount, okay, and divide it by 365 days, okay, where you are in a way, right, helping you and guide you to strategize. I mean, just use it and divide by 12 months, okay, it is well worth it, okay, it's worth, like, you know, in a way, like lesser than your kopitiam coffee, okay, seriously, all right, so don't even talk about Starbucks, okay, so if you really want, okay, to in a way, just try your hand into a personal consult, okay, to get someone professional to guide you, okay, to prepare yourself for the year. Kong Yu is here to guide you, okay, on his one-to-one consultations, which is going on a special price now for 380 ringgit only.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much, darling, for the pitch there. And
Hey, I only sell what is good, okay? Okay, I mean, those of you who knows me will know me lah,
That's
okay?
right, yeah.
I have a lot of like inquiries from even developers and all that, okay? But I've turned down, okay, the offers because I can't sell something that I don't believe in, okay? That's very important.
And also, I was saying, like if you can come to both the sessions, the annual talk, well, please come to both because Jessie will be, even though on the fundamental level it's supposed to be the same information, but each session is going to be very different because that's what she's been truly focusing on, being busy about, right? Trying to download information and really fine tune it so that it is going to be a meaningful talk that's coming up next Saturday. Right, and also the following Sunday
Thanks for
in
reminding
Cantonese. That's why she's so busy and she's wrapped up, and her schedule is so full that she's unable to take any consultations for the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Peggy asked, any more meditation class?
Yeah, no, Peggy, I know you miss, I think 1 or 2 of them, okay, because you're away. No more meditation class for now because, yeah, as I mentioned, I'm focusing on to the annual talk. It's like all my energy, okay, and also my focus is into the annual talk because that is a talk that I know that is a chance for me to reach out to hundreds and hundreds of you where I mean, I'm doing all my best, okay, hopefully in that particular session itself to guide you, to help you how to prepare for the new year itself, okay, so that all of us will have a great year ahead, okay. It's like 2022, make it into our best year ever. Are we into a celebratory sort of like feel?
Definitely, right?
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I guess that's all, right?
That's all we have today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, okay, to all of you. Happy New Year! Are we
Happy New
keeping
Year.
the tiger?
Happy
or
New Year.
bring out everyone else?
Okay, as you
let's
say
bring
goodbye.
out everyone,
Right.
okay? Thank
So-
you so much to all of you. I know this is like your... this is the first day of New Year.
Yeah.
It's like I've actually spent more than 1 hour, okay?
Yes.
Listening to this Jessie and Gang Yu. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. And again, as usual, if you can help us to share this session out, it will be really, really awesome, okay?
Yeah.
For you to help us to do that as well, okay? Here, wishing all of you a great year ahead, okay?
That's right. Happy New Year.
Great abundance 2022. And remember, how great it is depends on our own endeavor, actions, and decision. Thank you so much. Be the master of your own destiny. Bye bye.
That's right. Yes. Bye bye.
恭喜發財，恭喜發財
Happy New Year.
I
Happy
can't wait for that
2022.
already. Alright, Happy New Year.
From all of us, from
yeah,
the
from
family.
all of us, from Nicole as well. Okay, she's still in her pajamas. Right, okay, I'm not sure whether she wants to come in.
Okay, well,
she wants to come in? No, say. Alright.
The party continues with the whole zoo here.
Yeah.
With the tiger that's trying to be a new member of the family as well. Okay.
Yeah, I have to take a look at that small little poor cat who's still trying to get into our house. Okay? Alright, bye bye.
Take care. Bye bye.